Full stop. Can't believe I live in your thoughts. I think about you all the time, morning, evening, and midnight. Such a wonderful delight. Forgo, give up everything that I own. Yeah, I'd give it all up now just to be with you somehow. Unexpected love was found. You're the rose in a garden, and it shows if I'm honest. You're the leaves in mid-August, and I've come out here to say
hello everyone. It is the start of a new vlog, but this is a little bit of a different type of vlog just because this is going to be focused on me. Not that they all aren't, but I mean, this is gonna be a me day. So I am going to spend time with myself. I feel like lately, ever since I went to Norway, my life has just been crazy, and it's been traveling. I've gone 3 places: Norway, Washington, and Florida, and we moved and we sold our house and we're getting this house together, and of course we got a new puppy. So it's been quite an adventure this past few months, and I feel like I just haven't really spent time with myself, and I felt just a little bit off, and my mental health hasn't been 100%. This vlog is going to be focused on getting back to that, like trying to figure out where my path is leading me and the things that I want to do, and get back to that and setting goals. And yeah, I'm going to be going to the bookstore, which I haven't been there in a really long time, and the new Harry Potter book came out, the illustrated version, and I'm so excited because Goblet of Fire is like probably, it's either my favorite or it's like tied as my favorite, because I love Goblet of Fire. I just have so many nostalgic memories with this book, so I'm really excited for the illustrated version. Oh, I'm so excited. And then I want to get some yummy food. I'll probably go to Mod Pizza because that is my favorite place to eat of all time. I freaking love Mod Pizza so much. They have vegan cheese. I've talked about it before, but the vegan cheese that they put on their pizzas is the best vegan cheese I've ever tried. And as you guys probably know, I try to eat vegan like 99% of the time. I also want to read, obviously, because that's why we're here. And I feel like lately reading has felt more like a chore, and so today I'm focusing on reading things that I love. So Serpent and Dove is on my list because I have been loving Serpent and Dove. I'm like 3/4, a little further than 3/4 the way through it, and I'm really liking it. So I'm gonna read that, and maybe some mangas, because that's always, I just love reading mangas. And I just want to get back to like a more positive place with my reading, because I love books, obviously, and I don't want to get burnt out on books, you know. So we're gonna do that today. As I got all ready, I'm gonna go probably get something to eat. So that's the first stop of today.
Take me anywhere that you want. I don't even care if we come back again. And as long as the stars are shining above us, then I just wanna be where you are. I don't wanna close my then I might miss a moment of you. And as long as the sun shines upon me,
I am so excited because I got this backplate I seriously feel like I'm gonna cry. I am so excited about this book.
I feel no fear, and when you hold me, all my wounds are healed. When I'm with you, I feel safe. There is no pretending, no need to escape. And I know I just wanna be where you are. I know everything has an end, and I know that we are not getting any younger. But as long as there is time, I will walk beside you, 'cause I just wanna be where you are. 'Cause
I finished reading Serpent and Dove. I used a Slytherin little bookmark on it because serpent. Anyway, I finished it, and I really, okay, I have mixed thoughts about it, because I really like the story and I liked the characters, I liked the romance in it. I don't know, but I don't know what I'm gonna rate it yet. I'm thinking a 4 stars, but I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, but I really like the story. I think it's really cool to have a story where there is these prejudices against witches, and he ends up having to marry one and, you know, kind of see how both sides, the witches and the church, are both, because that's what it is. It's the witches against the church. And kind of see how both sides are not good. Both sides have a lot of problems with them. And then we have our main characters who are kind, and but they also have been told their whole lives to believe a certain way. So they're conflicting with each other, but also like conflicting with their own feelings about how they feel about each other. I hope that makes sense. I don't know. I think it's an interesting topic, and yeah, I definitely recommend reading it. I think it's a really good book. I have a lot of thoughts about this book, but I don't have them all together yet, if that makes sense. Anyway, I think now I'm going to take a bath, and because it's a little bit later. Actually, you know, I might make cookies first. I think I'm gonna make cookies first and then take a bath, maybe read some Harry Potter. I just want to read Harry Potter. That's it. I think I'm also getting kind of sick, so that's not fun. I don't feel like 100% good right now. I'm like, feel kind of sniffly. My throat feels kind of scratchy, and I have like drainage. So I'm not looking forward to that. I think I'll probably take some sort of something that'll help me, like zinc or something that'll help me feel better. But anyway, before I get to making my cookies, I was actually contacted by Unplugged Book Box, and they wanted to send me their September box, which I was so happy about because I love this company. I really feel like they're trying to bring positivity and do good things for the community. If you guys don't know what this box is, it's all about mental health and taking care of yourself. So I just think it's an awesome box. All of the materials that they use in here are recycled. I think that they emailed and said that there was one thing that they couldn't get that was recycled, but they try their hardest to make everything recycled in here. And I just think that's such a good thing. Like, I'm so glad that companies are trying to do that more. And I just love this company. I think I got it like the end of September, and then life just got in the way and I haven't been able to open it yet. But I'm excited to open it here with you guys. This is their anniversary box. That's cool. I feel like I knew that, but I forgot. So yeah, it's their anniversary box, and it's a walk down memory lane, autumnal equinox box. And it has all of the spoilers on the back. And yeah, let's get into the box. We have a bunch of these guys, little squirrely worms. Okay, So the first thing I see is some lotion. This is Applejack's lotion from The Giver. This is a really nice, it looks like a really nice little can of lotion, tub of lotion. Ooh, oh my gosh. Okay, so I have this apple candle that is what I've been burning literally all the time right now, because I love pumpkin smells, but apple for some reason, I don't know, I just love it for this time of year. It's definitely my favorite scent for this time of year, and this smells exactly like it. So excited. I had a feeling that they would have some like bathy stuff in here, which is why I wanted to open this before I took my bath. The next thing I see is a mug. Oh, cool. Okay, so this is from The Cruel Prince, which, as you guys probably know, is my favorite series, or at least one of them. I love it so much. And it says, if I cannot be better than them, I will become so much worse. And then this side is another quote, and it says, instead of being afraid, I could become something to fear. I love that. I love it. So cute. And I love having mugs that remind me of my favorite books. So I'm definitely gonna be using that. The next thing I see is this coaster, and it says, the ones that love us never really leave us. That's so cute. That's definitely a Harry Potter quote. Look at that. And then it has a little cork on the back, and it's metal, which is nice. But I really like that because it has like a little cup of tea or potion or something like that. Okay, the next thing I have is in here. Is this a candle? I think it is. Okay, this is a Damon candle. I'm pretty sure, I don't know if they mean from the Vampire Diaries, but I'm pretty sure, because like that picture just reminds me of Damon from the Vampire Diaries. Let me check. Yes, it is. It is. And it's bourbon, tobacco, chili pepper, and citrus. Ooh, I like that. I like it because obviously those scents you feel like would be very masculine scents, but it's a very neutral scent. It has a little bit of sweetness to it. I really like that. And I'm excited to have a Damon candle. Damon was my favorite. Ooh, he was so cute. They also have this book cover, which I think was like a add-on item or something like that, but it's so cute. I love the blue and the black, and I definitely don't have one like this. They're all, I don't know, they're all just different type of fabric. I really like this fabric, and it has a little button, and there's the inside. That's really cute. I like the size of it too. Let's see, where's my book? Where's my book? Let's see if it'll fit in here. Oh yeah, this is like a perfect size. Look at that. That is so cute. I really like that. And I like how it has a closure on the top so your book stays safer. I don't have any of these that have little buttons at the top. My brain, if you can't tell, I'm just like so stuffed up, and my brain isn't functioning right, so I can't think of book sleeves. Sleeves? Is that what they're called? Anyway, yeah, this is really cool. I really like it. They have a little like vintage bookmark sort of thing. It has like vintage writing on it, and it's like cardboard little bookmark. And then they have a little recipe, which I love that they put these recipes, and it's Dapple Crisp. Draco Malfoy of Harry Potter loves apples, and he would be certain to love this vegan apple crisp. Oh my gosh, it's vegan. Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh, that's so exciting. I want to make that. I should have made that today. Dang it. Oh, I don't think I have all of this stuff though. The book is at the bottom. It has a little October 2019 theme reveal, light at the end of the tunnel. And oh yeah, I forgot they do these like little playlists, which is so cute. And I think you can find them on, yeah, you can find them on Spotify. And they have Backstreet Boys on here. That's so cute. Okay, that's so cool. I love when boxes do playlists. I think it's one of my favorite things. Here's the book, which is so cute. Look at the little heart. And they wrap it in this really nice black paper. Again, recycled paper. Let's open it up and see what it is. I have no idea what it is. Ooh, I like the cover already. Do you have any guesses? What do you guys think it is? I can't tell. Oh, this is so pretty. Look at that. Oh my gosh, that is so pretty. So this is There Will Come a Darkness by Katie Rose Poole. This is gorgeous. I love this cover. And it has like, the red is shiny, which is really pretty. And then they have a little insert with the author's signature. So this, I think, is a dual perspective book as well. It has 5 different characters. This is about a world where there's 7 prophets, and they use their visions of the future to end wars and unite nations, until one day, 100 years ago, they all disappeared. All they left behind was one final secret prophecy foretelling an age of darkness and the birth of a new prophet who could be the world's salvation. That sounds really cool. Really, really cool. And so I think this is all the characters on the top. I love this design. That is Unplugged book box. I really liked it. I love the lotion. Love the lotion, and love this mug because it's curl prints. I'm gonna go make some cookies now because I want to take a bath and use that lotion. Maybe I'll burn this candle too because it smells really good. All right, guys, let's do it.
Somehow I just never learned. In the back of the schoolyard where we used to play hide and seek, my second nature art, my least favorite state of mind, but I go there all the time,
Hello everyone. So it's a little bit later and you guys saw that I took a bath. I read some of Harry Potter. I think I got to chapter 3. I watched Sweeney Todd. And oh, I wrote down my goals and affirmations in my little journal, which I'm gonna get to in a second, but I thought that this would be a good video to kind of talk about my story and my mental health journey because of my story. Before I get started, there might be a few trigger warnings. So if you're sensitive to talk of mental health and abuse and stuff like that, then I'll put a timestamp right here and you can skip to that part of the video where I go over my goals and affirmations. I'm not gonna go over all of them, just some of them. But also I wanted to say that one of my life goals is to show people that you can go through something really horrible and you can be in a place that's really dark and grow from that and get to a place of light and happiness and, you know, kind of live a life that you never thought you were gonna live. And I've talked about this before, how I never thought that I would be where I'm at in life. I never thought that I would have the husband that I have, live in the place that I live. I never thought that I deserved any of that. And I'm not going to be saying any of these things to get any sort of sympathy or attention. It's strictly because I want to help others. Like, I want you guys to know, if you've been through anything that's even semi-similar to what I've been through, that you can get through it and find a life that truly brings you joy. I'm gonna start with the moment that I started getting anxiety and depression, which was my freshman year of high school. I had a lot of abusive relationships with men in my high school years, and it all started when I was a freshman. I met my very first boyfriend. Of course, when you start high school, you start getting more interested in boys, and so I had some relationships, and all of them were either emotionally abusive, and I had one physically abusive relationship. So to put that in perspective, my freshman year through junior year, I was in relationships with men that were extremely toxic to my mental health and extremely toxic to my self-esteem and my self-worth. So by the time that I was a senior in high school, I was in a pretty negative space with men. I really, really wanted to find love. I wanted it so bad, and I just kept getting myself into these horrible relationships. I knew that they were bad, and most of the time they weren't very long relationships, which is good. But a particular relationship that I had my senior year of high school was significantly worse. Now, it wasn't only boyfriends that were treating me this way. I never really had like girls that were particularly mean to me. All of my trauma stems from men and boys. So other boys that were in my grade or my school or whatever, they definitely would say sexual innuendos to me. By the time that I got to college and I met my boyfriend that I had before my husband, I was in a really dark place. I didn't know who I was. My self-worth was like very low. I had body dysmorphia, I had depression, I had anxiety, and it was all because of all of that trauma that I had in the past. And so meeting him, he was so different than the rest of them. He was so nice and kind. He treated me so well, and because of that, I was like, what is this? And I felt so lucky to have someone like that, but I also felt like I didn't deserve it, and that was really, really difficult for me. I kind of walked all over him, and I wasn't the best girlfriend to him because of this. Now looking back, I know that he wasn't the right person for me, but during that time, I just was not nice, and I feel so bad about the way that I treated him. Now I know that the way that I treated him was because of all of the trauma that I had in the past. So after getting out of the relationship with him, I was still in a kind of dark place, but I at least had hope in men. And I still wanted to get married and stuff like that, even though I didn't think that I was going to, because I didn't think I deserved it. But I really still was in this negative place where I would get social anxiety, I would get depression, I would compare myself to others, I had body dysmorphia, and I didn't have any self-worth in these times. Finally, I met my husband, and that's what started leading me to a more positive place. Now, during all of these times in the past, I never went to therapy. I never tried to seek any sort of help of any type. I just dealt with it by myself. I would have breakdowns, and I just became such a pent-up person and such an anxious person because of that. When I met my husband, we were both a lot different than we are now. We've changed so much. And a big reason for that is because we both found Christ together. Now, I don't want to try to like put religion on you or anything. This is just part of my journey. That was kind of like the pivoting point of my mental health. Once we got married, I still dealt with depression big time. My anxiety has gone down a little bit, but it still will pop up from time to time. But my depression is something that I dealt with a lot in the beginning of our marriage because I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. And I kept feeling like there wasn't any path for me in life, and I didn't know where I was supposed to be going and what my life goal was. And so I felt very defeated, and I didn't feel like I had any worth in this world, because I didn't feel like there was any way that I can contribute to it. I started going to therapy, and neurotherapy was like the main thing that I did. And that helped me a lot, because it really helped me understand the way that my brain was working and how it was malfunctioning in certain ways and wasn't acting like a proper brain should act that isn't depressed or anxious. The cool thing about it was that they put this like little head thing on, and it measures your brain waves, and it tells you exactly which areas of your brain are off and what that means. So for me, one thing that test showed me was that I have obsessive thoughts. And that's definitely something that I do. I will think about something and I will keep thinking about it and keep thinking about it, and it becomes a really negative thing for me. Another thing was obviously anxiety and depression. It definitely showed up in there, and it showed trauma on there, which I found really interesting. It also showed motivation, which is something that I really was struggling with and still struggle with. It's always been my biggest downfall, is motivation. So to know that these things are things that can be corrected and it's not part of who you are is one of the most freeing feelings in the whole world. Like, I always just thought that this was the way I am, and to know that that's not true, I think was one of the best feelings. So moving forward to now, I still deal with these problems from time to time, and you guys have seen me struggle sometimes, and it's definitely something that I still have to work on. But I feel like I'm in such a better place because I understand who I am. I understand what I believe in, and because of that, I feel like I really have a grasp on how to make more positive influences in my life if I do have more negative thoughts. And again, I still get them. So it's not perfect, but I really just feel like if you seek help, and if you find people in your life that are positive influences that bring you up, bring light into your life, I really feel like that's the key to being a happier, more fulfilled person. This kind of goes hand in hand with my journey, which is why I wanted to talk about it. So my affirmations, I made a long list of them because I need that. And then I made a few life goals as well, but I'm gonna just talk about a few of them and not all of them. One of the things that really has affected me in a positive way is knowing that I was created for a purpose and that I'm special. And I've told you guys before, I think every human being is special. So that's something that I constantly remind myself, because I just feel like it brings such joy to my life knowing that I was created for a purpose. I also put on here that your body is healthy, your mind is brilliant, and your soul is kind. So realizing that my body's purpose isn't for physical looks and that it's for something much cooler, which is like exercising and doing stuff like that, I think is something that I really need to remind myself of. I've never felt like the smartest person in the room or anything, and that's definitely something that I've struggled with too, is not feeling smart and not feeling worth in that way. So that's something I put in here. And your soul is kind is something that is like my strength. So the other two might be a little bit of like weaknesses, things that I need to keep reminding myself, but I know that I'm a kind person and a loving person. So that is something that I like to put in here as my strengths as well. I also put in here, I forgive those who have harmed me in the past. And that's something I feel like I just constantly remind myself of. I definitely am over everything that has happened to me, but just forgiving those people and moving on and just being like, I think really helps, and not dwelling on it too much, you know? There's a lot more, but the last two that I'm gonna talk about is creative energy surges through me. So my creativeness has always been something that I've kind of struggled with, because being creative is really hard, and some people it comes natural to them and some people it doesn't. And for me, I feel like it can sometimes not come as natural. So I really need to remind myself that I do have that creativeness in me, and I just need to be confident in it. And lastly, I said I acknowledge my self-worth, because I do have self-worth, and so do you. Every single one of you. So yeah, that's my affirmations. My life goals are kind of like broader. Like I have one that's always work through problems with your husband and constantly seek and nourish friendships, things like that, things that I just want to constantly be doing and having as life goals throughout my entire life. So yeah, that's kind of an example of something that I do to help myself if I ever need a little boost in self-esteem, or just to like reflect on the person that I am and what I believe in. So anyway, I know this was kind of long. I hope it wasn't too long, but as for the rest of the night, I'm actually gonna go to bed. I'm gonna take my makeup off and probably watch a few YouTube videos, but just go to bed. Today was a really good day, and it was really nice to be able to do things that I love, and I'm really glad that you guys joined me. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys.
You're the rose in a garden.